His reviews will get you further than the film will ever go. If you give him just a moment of your time, he'll let you know which movies rock, which movies stink, which movies shouldn't have been released. Say hello to Confused Matthew.
Anime Matthew, go! There, isn't that cool? This is the third film I've reviewed that either is or is based on anime. Or so I thought. As I stated in my last Airbender review, I actually know more about quantum physics than I do about anime. I don't watch it, any of it, and I don't know the first thing about it. Well, apparently that review was a self-making point, because as I have been told numerous times since that review, Avatar: The Last Airbender does not technically fall into the category of anime. Whoops. This is an American series created by American writers and artists, which is simply influenced by Asian culture and entertainment. Okay, I think I have this down now. While anime is a style of animation originating in Japan, it only counts as anime when it's done in Japan by Japanese animators, unless it's done on a Friday, in which case no take-backsies rules apply. Wait, no, I'm still confused. Is there a flowchart that can explain this to me? That's not what you know what? Let's just boil this issue down to what it keeps boiling down to. I am not the person to be asking about this stuff. I don't know anything about this stuff. This is not my domain. But I'm told that Dragonball absolutely counts as anime, so I feel safe. Feeling a little safe this time. While I'm not particularly good at identifying what anime even is, I am pretty good at identifying crap. And with this one, it was just too easy. It's almost like this wasn't even trying to be anything but crap. First question right off the bat. Why the hell does this need to be a live-action film? Aren't fans of the show Dragon Ball already fans of the cartoon? Wouldn't they prefer to see a movie that was animated and derived from the series that they already love? I mean, the Pokemon movie was apparently rat garbage, but at least it was actually based on the already existing anime. Pokemon's anime, right? I suppose the show might have reached a point to where it would be nearly impossible to make a standalone film about it. I don't really know. But even if you're going to make a live-action film of an animated series, you could at least try to make it stand out, or have the core of that film at least match the show it was based on. I mean, it is possible. Look at the first two Ninja Turtles movies. I've never seen Dragon Ball, but I get the feeling that this is about as much a Dragon Ball movie as Super Mario Bros. Was a Mario movie. I'm just guessing here, but that's what my instincts are telling me. I mean, for the first 20 minutes, this may as well have been anything. You have a kid going to high school and trying to get into a party and a bunch of badly done teen romance crap. If I didn't know this was supposed to be a Dragon Ball movie, I would have assumed it was something else. Just about everything about this film is fucking confusing, right down to the setting and this world's rules and parameters. I don't even know when this is supposed to be. The high schools seem to be kind of futuristic, but then they all drove basically contemporary cars. The main character was in one of his classes discussing how aliens once tried to take over the world, and I had no idea if this was common knowledge or if we were supposed to think his class thought he was crazy. One whole side of this plot was just unintelligible to me. I felt like big hunks of this movie were never adequately explained, and I found myself losing the plot at nearly every step. Here is what I gather was happening in this movie. Kid loses his grandfather to a bunch of attacking aliens and has to track down another dude so that they can track down some other dudes so they can track down a bunch of wish-granting dragon testicles. Is that right? So that a green dude can't do things, they have to do it before an eclipse, and then the kid turns into a big ape thing. I don't know. I am lost when it comes to most of this. I've heard that some of this stuff is easier to follow if you're familiar with the series, but since I'm not, I was screwed. And that's just the problems when it comes to this film being unintelligible. God almighty, is the plot basic when you can actually follow it. The character Goku... Wait, that's Goku? This scrawny, dumbass white guy is Goku. I don't even watch the show, and that even makes me a little sick. How did this casting job happen? Even if you haven't seen Dragon Ball and you don't know anything about Goku, you probably at least know who he is and what he looks like. How did they fuck that up so badly? Forget it, I'm not even calling him Goku. Whoever the fuck this dumbass is basically just wanders from one side of the earth to the other, training and picking up stray characters along the way as he searches for the dragon testicles. Everything about this film that is intelligible is obligatory and never rises above what basically needs to happen. Obnoxious, awkward teen who gets picked on by jerks for no reason? Check. Quirky, wise grandfather who dies and sends one or more people on a quest? Check. Annoying sidekicks? Ho, check. The basic plot follows along in a paint-by-numbers fashion. No surprises, no intrigue, just plot point after plot point, occasionally interrupted by fight scenes. Every character is flat and dull, except for Chow Yun-Fat's character, who is obnoxiously over the top. It's like they either had to bore us or irritate us. They just couldn't do anything in between. It's like watching the Matrix sequels, except with flat characters and generic fight scenes that have nothing at stake. Okay, it's exactly like watching the Matrix sequels. This movie has no pulse, no blood running through its veins. In writing out this review, I honestly strained to think of one thing good that I could say about this movie. Here's what I came up with.
How would you like to make more money than you ever dreamed of? Now you're talking, bro.
I half chuckled at that a little bit. Now, it could have been the scene or the morning coffee kicking in, but the point is clear. When that's the only part of the film that made me feel anything other than numb, it's time to never watch this again. In describing parts of the film that I did not understand, I sincerely hope I haven't offended any fans of the actual series. Keep in mind I haven't seen it. But that's also another reason why this film fails as badly as it does. It apparently pleases no one who is familiar with the series, and as someone who doesn't know the first thing about it, it didn't please me either. It simply has nothing to offer across the board. The movie cares more about simply moving the plot along than actually telling a story or letting us get to know the characters, and as a result, I was taken out of the film very early on, and I never really checked back in. Make a passive movie, you get a passive reaction. I simply lost track of what I was supposed to care about, and just nodded my head robotically after a while. Dragon Ball Evolution is only 85 minutes long, but it is going to be the longest 85 minutes of your whole life. Watching this movie is like playing a video game just to get through it without stopping to have any fun. It's not magical, it's not inspiring, it's not interesting, it's not coherent, it's just a dud. I may not know anime, but I know what I hate.